From the John C. Hinch Production Art Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts Shane Fryer and Stephanie Robbins. News with Dawn McClure, Marcellin, and the Midstate reporting team. Sports with Tim E. In the Spotlight with Christine Gale. Get Real with Brent Travalis. On the Beat with Brandon Johnson. Let's Eat with Matt Mulvaney. Chad Weber takes us about town. Street Team with Derod Taylor. And State of the Arts with Lizzie Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, kids.
Welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Dawn McClure.
And I'm your other host, Marcella Gillen. Thanks for joining us. This season, I'm really looking forward to it since it's such a success with last season.
Yeah, and you know what? Today we got a lot going on. We're talking about what the Fit Fair, food going on.
Fit Fair and food don't go in the same sentence. Is that possible? Unless you're eating healthy things, which the Fit Fair might cover.
You know what? I think you tried to give me a hard about that, but really? I was going to say something positive about it. But also the insane asylum. First, let's get to the ghost. And what's your best ghost story? Go.
Boo. I don't know.
No, but the insane asylum is supposed to be really scary,
the sci-fi actually came, Ghost Hunter specifically, to cover the insane asylum because it had brought so much attention. Apparently, there's been a lot of spottings and creepy things going on.
I will kind of want to check it out, but I'm not going to lie.
Not during Valentine's Day, maybe for Halloween. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up. We should be focusing on that.
Actually,
not
since
so much
we're on
it,
what are you doing for Valentine's?
How rude.
I mean, a pretty girl like I'm sure they're lining up, right?
Right, but you got to pick them wisely, so you know about quality over quantity. That's what I always say.
You forget out of answering that
Trying.
question. Okay.
You know, I got out of that successfully. I blame you.
Okay, so Fit Friday. Actually, I saw you in the gym. What's going on with that?
One day. I'm usually there multiple times. No, not multiple times a day. But, well, I normally just do cardio for, you know, like 20, 25 minutes and then lift. So kind of successful gym time there. Gotcha.
You know, with the Fit Friday, too, I think they had a lot of people come out with everything. And as far as going to what to eat, they actually had a nutritionist there. They had some people.
Well, nutrition is a big part of the all-around healthy lifestyle because you can spend all day at the gym and eat unhealthy, and it would do you no good.
Very true.
So let's have the news team.
There's been a lot going on in the Peoria area.
Now let's check it out with the news team.
Good evening. I'm Derod Taylor.
And I'm Haley Fichter. Now let's take a look at the news.
Come in.
Love is in the air, which means Valentine's Day is near. The best part is, you get to spend it with your ones, whether it's a significant other, friends, or your family. Many people look to give back this Valentine's Day. River 97.3 took teddy bear donations until Tuesday. The teddy bears will be delivered to the Children's Hospital of Illinois on the Day of Love.
While New Year's has come and gone, the resolution to stay fit not appeared.
Twyla Towns went to Bradley University's Fit Fair to see what was available to help people stay fit.
Last year, Jessica Rever devised a plan to inform people on health and fitness. After to a few sources, the Fit Fair was created, and this year marks the second year event.
It's kind of a collaboration of on-campus organizations on top of organizations and companies outside of Bradley.
And with the help of the community, there was plenty to do.
Some tables or booths are going to have more just information based, and some are going to be a little bit more hands-on. So we have about 17 tables alone that are through dining services, and they're going to be a lot of taste testing. They're going to have their options to see what they want into the residence halls, the dining centers.
Running Central is one of the main sponsors of the event, and they brought a special service for this fair as a
Running Central, they're going to be an active gait analysis. They're going to watch you walk and make sure that you are in a correct pair of shoes and kind of give you a shoe prescription to use to their store.
With so many different things to test and see, Jessica always had a goal in mind.
The biggest thing that I want people to get out of this fair is something new that they haven't learned before.
And with an attendance of 125 this year, the Fit Fair has definitely helped Jessica reach her goals. Each year, Fit becomes a priority, and this event helps us do just that. From Midstate Magazine, I'm Twyla Towns.
Twyla. Bartonville gained national attention for one of its most infamous locations. After closing its doors in 1973, the Bowen Hospital, more famously known as the Bartonville Insane Asylum, has been reported to be haunted by the hundreds of patients and staffers who died there over the 7 years it was open. The Bowen Hospital reopened its doors in 2012 as part of the Save the Bowen effort. The mission is to restore the Bowen Hospital completely. To do so has required volunteers to restore the building. Volunteers have also been giving tours and have opened the hospital to supernatural investigation groups. One of those groups happened to be a part of the Sci-Fi Channel January 30th. The Bowen Hospital was featured on an episode of the Sci-Fi Channel show Ghost Hunters. For more information on the Bowen Hospital, you can visit www.peoriaasylum.com. The Midwest Truck and Trailer Show was in the Peoria area recently.
Simone Buckner has this.
Hey Peoria, I got a riddle for you. What's big, loud, and not your? Why is the Midwest Truck and Trailer Show? This year's show is sure to bring thousands of truck enthusiasts from across the Midwest to the Peoria Vixen. With about 170 vendors and expected to attend for 6,000, the show seems to grow every year.
This is our 10th show in Peoria. The weather today is much like the weather of our first show. First show we had here, it was 15 below zero. So today was 0. So it's a, perfect return to the nice winter weather we always have here.
This year's keynote speaker was the CEO of Caterpillar, Doug Oberhelman, who's on the growing need for well-trained technicians in the industry.
Well, he talked a lot about the economy, the uncertainty of the economy, what's going on in Illinois. Obviously, proud to have the show here in Peoria, which is Caterpillar's headquarters.
The show brings a variety of businesses, from truck and trailer dealers to auto service providers and insurance. Independent truck driver Albert has been coming to the show for 2 years now and expects this year's show will help get his name more recognized in the market.
Myself, I'm an independent owner-operator, so I haul, and I also run this truck as a test for Freightliner in Detroit. The big focus on my efforts with this truck is to get it to its averaging the best fuel mileage possible.
With the success of this year's convention, next is sure to be a hit. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Simone Buckner.
Thanks, Simone. Now here's with sports.
Thanks, Haley. Caleb Moore, a freestyle wheel rider, died last Thursday at St. Mary's Hospital in Colorado, 25. Moore was attempting a backflip in the freestyle event of the X Games when his snowmobile caught the lip of the landing area and sent him flying over the handlebars. He walked in the crash with only a concussion, but developed bleeding around his heart and was flown to the local hospital. X Games officials expressed their condolences, saying Moore will be remembered for his natural passion for his family and friends. X Games also stated that they would conduct a thorough review of the free snowmobiling event and adopt any appropriate changes. A Cal State Fullerton Assistance women's basketball coach and her fiance were found shot to death at their condominium complex in California Sunday night. Monica Kwan and Keith Lawrence were found dead on the top floor of a parking structure of the complex. Officers found the couple after someone reported seeing Lawrence slumped over the wheel of his vehicle. Kwan was in her second season as assistant coach. And on a brighter note, Harbaugh versus Harbaugh, the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. With the first head coaching brother duo, Ray Lewis's final ride in a power outage, Super Bowl 47, one to remember. In the end, the Ravens proved to be too much for San Francisco, stopping them converting a 2-point conversion late in the fourth quarter to tie the game at 31. Baltimore went on to secure their second ever champ with a 34-31 victory. That's it for sports. Back to you, Haley.
Thanks, Brent. A mother was being accused of being responsible after taking her baby to a rave in North Wales. Attendees said that a woman was dancing to ear-splitting drum and bass at the Even, while a 4-month-old Django was wearing ear protectors. She was reported to the police for the incident later that weekend.
Insane. Can't believe she would actually bring her baby there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering,
That's it for the news. I'm Brent Vallis.
I'm Derod Taylor.
And I'm Haley Fichter. Have a great night and join us next week.
News team, with me is Carl Chidrilli, who is a local magician. Welcome, Carl.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us something. Tell us about how you got into magic.
Well, I got into it when I was about 8 years old. It was mine, parent support, and I just started performing for family and friends. And when I got back to high school, I started to pick it up really seriously, and that was when I started using it as a profession, because I realized there was so much more potential to magic than than what I saw previously.
Okay, so you say using it as a profession. So what are you doing with your magic now?
I'm still pursuing it. I actually just started working at Field House right across the street in Campus Town, and I'll be working Mondays and Wednesdays, 8:30 to 10:30 at night.
So I could literally go get food and see you do magic at the same time?
At the same time.
Oh, wow. Okay, so is it like you're working with tips, or you performing while people are waiting for their food?
Yeah, that's the nature of what strolling magic. It's strolling, and strolling is like roaming the room, performing for select tables while they wait.
Oh, okay. So what exactly is it that you kind of do when you're at Fieldhouse?
Well, my expertise is cards. Close-up magic is just basic, like close-up routines, as opposed to stage, which I will be getting up in the future.
Oh, okay. All right. So can you close-up routine
yeah,
right
we
now?
can. I have a question though first.
Yes.
Don, how's your intuition? I'm judging.
Okay.
That's all right. Okay, we can always test that every single time.
Okay.
Let me just give it a few shuffles here.
Oh, wow.
People,
all right. That's pretty neat.
believe it. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Okay.
But Don, I believe magic, for me personally, is very much so about connectability. I mean, a lot of people agree it is about human connectability, and I want to kind of share that with you.
I'm open to connect.
So Don, do you have a card that represents who you are pretty well?
King of Spades.
The King of Spades? Of course, the King of Spades. All right. All right. So Don, what I want you to do is I want you to take that. I actually have a Sharpie here.
King of Spades.
And I want you to make that yours.
King of Spades.
Put your name, the date we want on the front of that card.
Okay.
Make it yours, absolutely unique.
All right.
Perfect.
Got my name on the card, everybody. Thank you. All right.
Awesome. And Don's card is unique because it's the only one of his, and that doesn't. Of course, Don's card. I'm gonna ask for something weird. Can you give me your hands?
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna fold this up just like this.
Okay.
And you're gonna squeeze that just like that. You're gonna squeeze that card, put it in your hand, make sure that no one gets to it.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So I got the card in my hand, everybody.
Right, that's Don's card. And I'm gonna also choose a card. This time the 4 of clubs.
4 clubs.
Right on top. Exact same thing as Don's. So.
All right. So remember, everybody, I got the King of Spades, wrote my name on it, and he has the 4 of clubs, and he has wrote his name.
Also not gonna come up. That's not. That's Sharpie.
Right.
It's pretty permanent. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing Don actually did. I'm gonna put it in my hand.
All right.
And so now I have my 4 of clubs, he has his King of Spades.
Right.
But like I said, magic is about connectability. It's about human connectability, interaction, and if you have good intuition, and I know you do, Don, then maybe just with a fist pump just like that, we can connect as human beings. I know it's a little cheesy, but actually something magical happened in that very single second of a moment.
All right.
Because if Don's card is right over here.
Wow, everybody, okay. So right now, I have the 4 of clubs with his name. He has my King of Spades. Well, thank you, Carl, for coming in
No
today.
problem.
Well, everyone knows Valentine's Day is quickly approaching. Simone, take us to a great place for the holiday with Let's Eat. Thanks, man. That was awesome.
No problem.
Comfort meal to your V-Day plans? Then look no further than Le Peep, where you're always guaranteed a more than satisfying meal. Needed on the 7500 block of North University, Le Peep is the premier spot for a warm breakfast. The quaint corner restaurant is family-friendly, both in atmosphere and business.
I like it. It's privately owned, family-owned, and I've kind of become part of their family and just kind of have bonded. I used to work at corporate. I probably wouldn't go back to corporate.
We ordered the Wandering Skillet, which ironically wandered away before we could catch a glimpse of it. But it did keep our taste buds wanting more. The Eggs Benedict, a very popular item menu, was excellent. The same can be said about the staff.
They make you feel welcome, and the staff is very courteous and prompt. Once you get a table on Sunday, it's a little hard to get a table sometimes on Sunday.
The use of local ingredients keeps loyal customers coming back for more.
Fresh fruit, they have fresh fruit and they are so healthy.
Sometimes I order the salmon salad for breakfast, and sometimes you order like breakfast for lunch, and it just depends on what mood. Like the Drifter, like the names of some of the food. And then the salmon salad's awesome.
Le Peep serves only breakfast and lunch, and is Monday through Sunday from 6:30 to 2 p.m. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Simone Buckner.
Thanks, Simone. All right.
Well, you know, what's interesting is they mentioned on that segment several times about how great the service was and, you know, the healthy food. And I have actually heard the Peoria area has this website where you can log on and talk about the great service that Company X provided you.
I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
And it's great to have something like that in the community where you praise somebody for doing a great job, because so much negativity out there nowadays.
That's very true. Speaking of negativity, we have a lot going on with like Chris Brown surrounding him in the music world.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Saying he might miss, he's been faking his, I guess, what is it, community service hours and whatnot, and we got the Grammy up and everything. Who are you looking forward to in the Grammys?
Well, the Grammys, I mean, everybody, Ryan Seacrest, all that. But of course, we'll check in with the music to see maybe it might change my mind.
Well, there's a lot in the music world right now.
Brandon has all the news for us with On the Beat.
Welcome to On the Beat. I'm Brandon Johnson. The beginning of the year always brings out the best in artists, whether they are already listers up and coming. Let's take a step back and think again. Remember the blackout? It's pretty obvious that Beyonce tore up the stage. Not only that, Destiny's Child accompanied her for a few minutes. Great comeback after the lip-syncing rumors. In more punk rock news, Fall Out Boy has announced that they will be releasing their 5th album, Save Rock and Roll, on May 7th. Have you wondered how John Mayer's doing? Or even Katy Perry? Well, Mayer told Rolling Stone magazine that they are quite happy. Let's hope it works out between the two of them. And we didn't forget about the country listeners out there. Kelly Clarkson revealed on a radio interview that Blake Shelton will be singing at her fiance's reception. She also talked about how terrified she is about everyone watching her walk down the aisle. I guess celebrities get nervous too. What a relief. In other news, Chris hasn't seemed to get out of the dark spotlight for the past month. Brown was caught faking his probation hours from his altercation with Rihanna, and he might have to spend some time behind bars. That's all for On the Beat. I'm Brandon Johnson.
Brandon, yeah, you were mentioning earlier about the whole Chris Brown scandal.
Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. And Rihanna's supposed to be performing at the Grammys, I believe. So that'll be interesting if he shows up with her. And
yeah,
that
and
whole,
you know, I think it's just kind of sad because he doesn't go through and execute those probation hours.
Yeah.
He's not really sorry for what he did.
And sending a message, you know, to like good kids about, you know, trying to get back on the right track.
Oh
and
yeah, when you're a celebrity like that, you know, you're really put in that spotlight. And people will know what you eat for breakfast and know if you don't do your probation hours.
I know.
So
I mean, speaking of breakfast and everything, we was talking about the Fit Fair earlier. This morning I had some oatmeal, and I remember I had some.
Being all healthy.
I was trying. I got some like oatmeal and stuff going on from the Fit Fair. This lady gave me some ingredients, and I tried that with like blueberries and apples.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
That's some of the stuff that I stick to for my diets too. So they always recommend in the morning with blueberries, and so that's like a really healthy. The problem is sometimes I always don't get that kind of stuff, but we'll see.
Well, Marcella, how much do you actually know about health and fitness?
Well, plenty. So let's find out how much you at the Fit Fair with Street Team.
Here at Bradley's Fit Fair, students and faculty come to learn about fitness and how to eat healthy. But how much do they actually know? This week's Street Team challenges the Bradley population in the knowledge of overall fitness, showing that fitness can be fun. How many calories are in 1 pound of fat?
It's not 100.
100,000?
150. I have no idea.
2,500?
You are very close. It's 3,500.
How many ounces of water should you drink a day?
I know you're supposed to drink 8 cups. A lot? It's more than 8 ounces. So that's 1 class.
Is it 64?
64.
64 ounces?
8 cups.
Okay. I'll have to do something about that.
What burns more weight? Weights or cardio?
I'm gonna go with cardio.
Cardio?
I'm gonna guess cardio. Was it weights?
It was weights. What does a pedometer measure?
A pedometer.
The distance that you walk.
Yes. Fit Fair, we've learned a lot about calorie intake loss and how to eat healthy. For Magazine, I'm Ashley Haven.
Thanks, Ashley. So, I mean, we was all at the Fit Fair. They was giving out free samples of healthy food.
I love free samples. You know, when I ran the Chicago Half Marathon over last year, I took like a goodie bag, and they always have kind of a fair similar to what we just saw. And I was going through, and by the time I got done with there, I had a full bag of samples. You know, lasted me like for the next couple weeks, like all healthy things. I loved it.
I think, you know what, I wanted to do the Chicago Marathon. It's like 26 miles or something like that.
26.2. It's those last 0.2 that get you, because when I was running my half, you know, it's, you know, everybody thinks 13.1 miles, and you know, I went through 13. I was like, holy, I can't get through this last 0.1. It was like the worst I've ever. Like the first, you know, 7 miles just flew by,
I know.
And then they start picking up after 8 or 9.
I don't know if 7 miles can really fly by when you're running.
Well, they do. When you're me, they fly by. I'm pretty fast.
Well, it's the start of a new season for Midstate, which means Liz brought a bunch of talent for us.
That's right. We'll see who's brought in this week.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville. Today on the show, we have Cree Sullivan. Cree is an engineer at Bradley, who is also a skilled guitarist and singer, having created multiple albums of his own original work. Hi, Cree, for coming.
Hi, Liz.
So tell me how you first got involved in music.
Oh, I mean, that was a long time ago in kindergarten. You know, we had music classes and just kind of stuck with it through my entire, you know?
So music is definitely one of your primary hobbies. Can you tell me what you kind of get out of it?
I don't know, I just kind of like creating things. It's a lot of why I'm an engineering major as well, you know, and so I kind of get the opportunity to create things and present them to the world.
Oh.
So.
Do you do anything other than guitar?
I sing and I play harmonica a little bit, and I'm working on my pianos.
Piano, okay. So where do you want to go with your music? Is it something that you really want to take far, or is it more of a hobby for you?
It's much more of a hobby in terms of composition and performance, but I do want to get into the field of music technology someday.
Ooh.
Probably. You know, signal processing and all that stuff is really cool.
That sounds really cool. What do you do now with your music, say on campus or off campus?
I do things like this. You know, I play gigs around every once in a while. I record a lot of my original music and put them in albums, as you so great mentioned. That's up on Bandcamp right now. If you want
Bandcamp. Okay, yeah. Good to know. And you do original work, so can you tell me, you're playing something original for us today, right?
Yes, this is called Doing 5, and I wrote this about 5 months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever you're ready, go ahead and play.
All right. Sat around again, wasting all lights. I picked away my calluses and slapped away the nights. The longest day that I've been through, for many months at least. A skull filled up with stasis, boredom begging to be released. Try to prove it remains the same. A million ships have crossed the sea, but water will stay unchanged. So what are we supposed to do when skin and bones decay? When dust returns to dust and all our thoughts evaporate? Wallowed in a shining pool, the windows leaking gold. But even then my feet drones, a rhythm soft and low. Today I sat around again, reflecting all the lights, and stretching out my wing for preparing to take flight. How dare you juxtapose your postulates so freely? I context isn't right. And though your nervous laughter may vibrate the immobile, you can't relate at all. Not at all. The cow was terrified, pale and paralyzed. Stop and realize you're doing fine alive.
Nice. Nice song, Cree. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for today. For State of the Arts, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks, Liz. She always knows how to bring in the cream of the crop, huh?
I know, right? Actually, he was really good in the original piece. So
I mean, it's hard to find like what you would call the double threat people that can compose, write their own music, and all sing it.
We're lacking that in the industry, obviously, today. So we're not going to really say some artists, but I think really good, though. I would definitely like to see him perform some other stuff. Maybe we can bring him back in, actually.
Yeah, maybe we can invite him back in. And it looks like he's got a great head on his shoulders, you know, with an engineering degree. Usually people that perform artistically do well in school, so that kind of goes hand in hand. You know, if he started that young at an age, he said 8 years old, playing guitar, and
a lot of 8 years old. Our magician today was 8 years old. Our we brought in 8 years old.
Or maybe it was kindergarten. That's what it was.
Oh,
I don't know. Still, it was a young age. It's where you have to pick up and learn your hobbies.
I think we had some good stuff. We talked about the truck show today. We talked about the Fit Fair.
At the insane asylum, because I'm not going to be able to go to sleep tonight.
Also, what else have on? We had some music. Chris Brown. I think that was the most troubling, but hopefully he cleans up his act with the Grammys and everything coming up.
Yeah, we'll see if Rihanna knows how to clean up her act and pick her men wisely.
And I also want to slide in there the Oscars up as well. And you got the great movie Les Mis up for.
I mean, it's won so much awards, great performances from everyone, and I even know somebody from American.
Well, that's all we have today. I'm Don McClure.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Have a great night and join us next week.
All right.